Download the BCSN Plus app today. Local sports all the time. Visit bcsnnation.com for details. Discounts may apply.
Indianapolis is synonymous with auto racing. That's part of the reason why their hockey team is called the Fuel. And the Indy 500 is called the greatest spectacle in auto racing for good reason. Every May, well over 250,000 people flock to the Brickyard to see the marquee race. And recently, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum reopened after a lengthy, multi-million-dollar renovation. Our Mark Coons takes us inside the new facility that is something for everyone.
It greets you as you enter Gate 2 of the famed racing complex, the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Museum. Established in 1956, the current building opened 49 years ago. On April 2nd, after a 17-month-long project, the checkered flag dropped, with the museum reopening under budget at $60.5 million.
Well, I think one of the big things is how we present the vehicles and the artifacts. They'll see new artifacts now that we have more climate controlled and lighting control, things like that. The footprint of the building did not change, but with some engineering and creativity, we have added around 30,000 square feet of new display areas that we did not have before. We have a mezzanine now that's about 6,000 square feet that did not exist pre-renovation. And then the lower level was storage before we closed, and now it's open to the public. So that's about 24,000 square feet. Some of the highlights that we have here, not only do we have nearly 200 vehicles in the collection that we can display 50 at a time, around 50. We'll rotate, so if you come through the museum multiple times, you will see differences, updates, whether it's a temporary exhibition or just various cars on display.
With more space, the museum can go 4 wide, if you will, with exhibits on NASCAR's Brickyard 400 and other non-Indy 500 events at the racing capital of the world.
Right now we have a temporary exhibition highlighting the Brickyard 400 winners. We have various display cases that will highlight current and past races at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So things like Formula One, IMSA, USAC, Midget on the dirt track they have now here, all are kind of encompassed in this new museum.
And of course, you can't talk about the history of the Indy 500 without mentioning Northwest Ohio, whether it be Sam Hornish Jr.'s narrow victory in 2006 or 10 years prior to that, when Ron Hemmelgarn's purple car, driven by Buddy Lazier, took home the checkered flag and kissed the bricks.
Obviously, Ron Hemmelgarn has a storied history here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and with Buddy would win that 96 event, and I believe over the weekend he had another success in USAC with Justin Grant winning in Toledo.
Preserving the history while writing a new chapter every year is the charge of the museum, and the renovation with more immersive exhibits appeals to die-hard race fans and those just learning about the sport.
Whether you are a gearhead or you're just interested in the IMS history, you'll have an exciting time. And then we're adding more hands-on learning activities that will help for kids of all ages. The storytelling is something that we really have improved. So whether you're diehard or first time, you'll understand that history of the Speedway. But the more immersion areas like the starting line experience, qualifying zone with the hands-on learning, simulators that we have here really allow us to broaden the scope of interaction for fans. The big thing is just that history and that longevity of the Speedway. When you think of when the track was built in 1909, there was over 10,000 hitching posts for horses because the automobile was still such a new entity here. But obviously the evolution and whether it's technology, cultural, just the spectacle, how it's grown over the years to be the world's largest single-day sporting event is some of the aspects we want people to take away.
In Speedway, Mark Kuntz, BCSN.
Just as the Indy Fuel have relocated to Fishers in the northeast part of greater Indianapolis, racing teams including Andretti Motorsports have also made Fishers their new home.